Yo, what is up, guys? This is Nick Mira from Internet Money, and today I'm gonna be making a Lil Uzi Vert type beat for y'all. It's gonna sound like some off, Love Is Rage 1.5 that Lil Uzi just put on his SoundCloud. Fast tempo. We got the tempo at 152. Hard hitting drums, minor melodies. Nothing too crazy, but we are gonna end up adding some a good amount of effects and melodies to make the beat not so simple. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so first off, I went in Nexus and I went to the arpeggios right here, grabbed this AR Origin 1, and this is actually the same sound that was used in, I believe it's Exo Tour Life on Love Is Rage 1.5, and I'm going to try to make a melody with this right here, and then, bass drums and other melodies off that, so let's get it. And one of the keys I like to point out right here with these Lil Uzi type pieces is, whoa, major stutter right there. One of the keys I want to point out right here is with Lil Uzi type beats, just make the melodies really, really catchy. Or you got a boring melody, the song is just gonna lack that just pizzazz or sparkle, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah. I'm going to switch up these bottom notes here to make it not repetitive. So now we got the basic structure for our melody, and now I'm gonna go in here to Nexus, Control L, send this to a mixer track, and I'm actually gonna do Alt left arrow on my keyboard to send it leftward or left to the first insert one, and then I'm gonna go here, go to gross beat. I'm gonna use my Flux gross beat bank that's available at wavesupply.net if you want to go grab this, kit. Use some of these presets I'm about to use. So I'm about to make the melody not as repetitive and just give it a whole different feel. Yeah, I'm liking that. Now I'm gonna go in here on Omnisphere. Go to all my sounds, go to my Shogun bank that I just dropped in wavesupply.net too. So these, from the gross beat bank to this, just some sounds you can get off wavesupply.net that can help you make this Lil Uzi type beat. You don't need these exact sounds. You can find similar sounds, stock sounds by any means, but just if you want what I'm using. So I'm gonna go in here, see what this Uzi pad is looking like. Oops. And if you're wondering how I have these gray notes in the back, they're actually called ghost notes, and you can activate them by Alt V on the keyboard, and it just shows you the other notes from the other melody that's playing on the piano roll, so you know what's in key and not. Now that we got some more bounce in the melody, I'm gonna go here on Omnisphere again. Open up the Shogun bank. Let's find another sound that I like. Lagoon, I like this bell. Let's see if I can go in here to my main melody, copy that, edit, paste over here. It's actually an octave too high, so I'm gonna bring it down. And as you can probably tell, the CPU is, going crazy because I'm recording and shooting this at the same time. I'm trying to record this video and make the beat. So I'm gonna go in Edison, and I'm actually gonna record one of these melodies over here so I can place it in the playlist and take up less space. Now that I got that recorded, I'm gonna go over here, edit properties, tempo sync, because we're on 152. Stretch this out. I'm gonna trim side noise, this extra part right here, and I'm gonna go to this last beat right here, zoom in all the way, and cut out the excess past this line. Just left clicking and dragging, and then pressing delete on the keyboard, as we still have a little bit left here. Then I'm gonna highlight this and then do Alt F to fade out so it's not clicking. Or you could open this menu right here, do D-click in or D-click out. Now that I got that, I'm gonna go and drag it on the playlist. So then we can go in here, Omnisphere, replace this with the sampler so nothing's playing there. Now we can use this second Omnisphere track. I don't think this is the right sound I want to go with, so I'm going to switch this up. I like this sound, but it sounds kind of dry, so again, I'm going to go in here, open up Gross Beat, add my Flux Bank, mess around. Yeah, I'm liking that. It's a little too low though, so I'm gonna bring it back to the original octave by just control up on the keyboard. Now that I feel like the basis for the melody is down, I'm gonna go in here, add some drums, and give it that Uzi bounce. I'm gonna right click here, fill it each with 2 steps. And I'm gonna press Shift D on the keyboard to shorten all these notes. Bring the velocity all the way up by left clicking and scrolling up while holding left click, and bring them down a couple notes. And if you're wondering how I'm chopping these notes up here and there, you can do Control and then left click on the keyboard and then do Alt U, and this will give you the basic chopping right here. If you want to go into like sixths and thirds, go in here. It's 3 notes, 6 notes, 1, different types of presets that FL Studio provides you with. So that's how I'm doing that. Actually gonna throw a little switch around at the end to give it some more variation. Gonna copy this clap layer, paste it on the snare. As you can see, the open hat's not playing all the way because I actually have it set over here on the instrument tab for the time to stop as soon as the note is no longer playing. So as soon as the note's being released, it's not going on. So I turn the release down. You can turn the sustain all the way up if you want, and the hold all the way up, and attack down. And I want this open hat to stop when the snare hits right here, so I'm going to stop it right there. Now I'm going to take these kicks, Control and left click to select all these, and then I'm going to hold Shift and left click these notes to drag them over here. Now I'm going to copy my kick layer, paste it on my 808. And for those of y'all that were asking about my 808 that I was using in some of my other tutorials, it's the Bodega 808 in my Bodega drum kit, also at wavesupply.net if you want to go grab that. So yeah. And now what I'm doing here is I'm taking the 808 an octave up to get the actual, so I can hear the higher frequencies of the 808 and tune it right with the melody, so it's not out of tune when I bring it down low. And one thing that some of Uzi's producers do in his beats will they'll actually do some double 808s before the kick hits, so it'll give it more bounce. So for example, right here, Control L, you know, to shorten that note to stop where this note's hitting. So right here, the little 808's hitting without a kick, and then the kick and 808 are hitting right here, so it gives it the bounce. And I'm gonna put maybe a couple of those throughout this whole 4-bar loop. I got most of my drums, I'm going to go in here, add this last triangle just for more flavor. Now I do feel like the melody is missing one last component, so I'm going to open up Nexus, browse for a sound, and then, yeah, see if I can fill up the melody a little more. Just go into pianos. Actually, I'm going to take this main melody, copy it, paste it in here, and I'm going to do halftime for this. So everything after 4 bars, just delete. Control A, and I'm going to hold Alt in this little circle. I'm going to left click and drag all the way out. Sounds very simple, but yet again, I'm going to go here, add it to a mixer track, open up Gross Beat, and add my Flux Gross Beat Bank. Might do this Uzi lead on this one. Alright, so now that I have all my components, they're just roughly mixed, not even roughly mixed, they're just all over the place. So I'm going to take my drums, left click on these little select bars, you know, lay them out from insert 10 link, select the channel starting from this track, lay them out here, then make sure all my melodies are in a mixer slot. This one is on 2, this does not have one, you can put that on 4. This is on 3, and this is on 1. So all of our instruments are now on a mixer track. I'm gonna start off by setting the kick to around -6 dB, you know, -6, -5, -7, anywhere low, so we have some headroom. Just leveling everything here so nothing's too loud, nothing's too quiet. Now I'm gonna unmute a melody. I'm gonna stereo separate this a little by this little knob here, drag it to the left, make it wider. What I'm doing here is cutting out some frequencies that I don't want that are clashing with the other melodies, so I'm going to take this 1 and 2, lower them. Alright, so now I'm going to go into the master track and go on Fruity Multi-Band Compressor just to raise the overall master volume of the beat. So I'm going to go over to mastering 2.4, play the beat, and then raise the gain to adjust the volume till it's right. Now that I feel like it sounds right, I'm going to go over here to my patterns, split by channel. Go over here to my playlist, delete all these, press 1 on my keyboard to lay the first pattern down, then I'm going to press the plus sign on the right, go to the next pattern, etc., lay all these out. Just move this 808 over. I'm going to zoom in, make sure nothing's going past an 8 bar, or the 4 bars actually, because we're in double speed or whatever you want to call it. Double time. Now I'm just going to structure the beat. So right here is going to be the hook from here to here, 8 bars. Then I'm going to have a little break right before the verse, and then have the verse over here, and then another break before the next hook. And I feel like where there's no drums, the melody sounds kind of dry, so I'm going to ascend this to ascend one track by selecting the track, going over here, right click, route to this track only. Do the same for these other melodies. And then I'm going to go into gross beat, go into momentary, and then do half speed. I'm going to turn the knob all the way down, right click, and A for create automation clip on the keyboard. Then I'm going to raise this left one all the way up, and then put a knob right before the beat drops so the pitch goes back up. I feel like the transition from this melody right here to here is kind of dry, so I'm going to go over to this melody and add some delay so the transition's smoother. This is just a 1/4 delay. Control B to move all these patterns over. So now we got the hook here, verses in between. And yeah, this beat's like 4 minutes. I'm gonna go over here to my volume knob, create automation clip, copy this value, go over here, right click a point, type in P for paste value, which is 80%, and then drag the last one out to fade out the beat. And there you have it, as a Lil Uzi type beat for y'all. You know, let me know in the comments what kind of tutorials you want to see next from Internet Money and myself. And yeah, all these, well, a majority of these sounds I'm using in this beat are from wavesupply.net. So go check the kids out there. And yeah, holla at me. Peace.